Hello everyone and welcome back to our YouTube channel. So in this video we are going to see resistors in series. By the way, you'll be wondering what is even resistors in series if it is your first time. So resistors in series is said to be in series when the same current is flowing through them, right? So if you have not watched the video on Ohm's law, you can check on the video that I just dropped. You can check on the comment section, on the description section of this video. You'll find the link there. So normally this is a battery with voltage V. So this is the positive side, the longest side, and this is the negative side, and conventional current flows in this direction, I, the current living through the circuit. And to know the current living through this circuit without using an ammeter and knowing the values of these resistances, you can still know the current by using Ohm's law. Ohm's law simply says that V equals to R I. Is it okay? But now the problem is to know the current. Which R am I going to use? Because I can use this equation. From this I see that V on R is simply equals to I. But which R? Should I use R1? Should I use R2? Should I use R3? But the problem is you have to use all the resistances to know the current that is flowing through the circuit. You use only R1, you have a wrong answer. Use only R2, you have a wrong answer. Use only R3, you have a wrong answer. So you will need a certain resistance that you will use that is same as for R1, R2, and R3, and we call that the equivalent resistance. That a certain value of a certain resistor that will have its value will be same as the three values. Then you can use it here. Is it okay to calculate your current? And that value you can determine it. But to determine it, there is a technique to do that. So I would like me and you to go gradually and have the value of the resistance. So the thing you have to know is that when resistors are connected in series, the same current flow through them. That is, this R1 will be passing through R1, I will be passing through R2, and I will be passing through R3, and I will be coming back to our batteries. That is, the current is flowing, the same current is flowing through them. But if I place a voltmeter here to see how to measure the volt reading, I apply a voltmeter to record the reading of this resistance, the voltage drop across this resistor, and plus another one there. I plug another voltmeter here. I will read different values. That is, if they are connected in series, they have same current. I equals to I in R1 is equals to I in R2, and is equals to I in R3, and is equals to I that leaves the circuit. But the voltage drop across R1, that is the total voltage leaving the circuit, is equals to V1 plus V2 plus V3. That is the voltage drop across this one plus the voltage drop across this one plus the voltage drop across this one will give you the source voltage V. And from there we can then proceed and say that we know from Ohm's law that V equals to IR. But now the V here will be I times the equivalent resistance, or a resistor that you will bring that will be same as all of this. So I can call that REQ. R equivalent will be equals to V1, which will be I1 R1 plus, from Ohm's law, V2 will be I2 R2, V3 will be I3 R3, right? And from here we know that I1 equals to I equals to I2 equals to I3. So I can just say that I plus R equivalent equals to this I1 is still the same current, I plus I R2 plus I R3. And from there I can divide all through by I, so that I will just cancel all through. There will be again R equivalent will be equals to R1 plus R2 plus R3. And this is a formula you will need throughout this class. This formula you have to master it. To know the equivalent resistance that you will use is simply to sum the individual resistances, that is R1 plus R2 plus R3. You know the equivalent resistance, then you can apply your Ohm's law gently. So let us try to work an example. Let us say if you have been given that, let me clean the board and always share of space when you use this board. So Okay, let us say the value of the voltage is 12 volts, and this resistance is 2 ohms, and this other one is 3 ohms, and this one is 1 ohms, right? So now we are looking for what? We want to know the current flowing through this battery, and we know Ohm's law, V equals to I R, and from there we see that we divide both sides by R, we get the relationship that I will be equals to V on R. Please, I still insist on you watch the video on Ohm's law. It's less than 7 minutes. I explain it very well. So I equals to V on R. But now, which resistance am I going to use? This formula is helping me now to know which resistance to use. So the resistance I will use is called R equivalence, will be equals to R1 plus R2 plus R3, which will then be what? 2 ohms plus 3 ohms plus 1 ohm, and which is giving us 6 ohms. So in this case, our equivalent resistance is simply 6 ohms. Our equivalent resistance is simply 6 ohms. So we are having that our R equivalence is 6 ohms. We can apply our Ohm's law on a straight, and we say that Ohm's law says that V equals to Ri, and we divide both sides by R. We are working with the R equivalence, please, since it is not more a single resistor. So from here we see that I will be equals to V on R, and we can substitute. We have our voltage to be 12 volts, and we have our current, our resistance to be 6 ohms, right? And from there they can simplify. We have 12 on 6 is simply 2 ampere. So the current leaving this circuit is 2 ampere. I is equals to 2 ampere. So 2 ampere will be passing through this resistor, and 2 ampere will be going through this resistor, and 2 ampere will be going through the resistor, and 2 ampere will be coming back. But the voltage drop across the resistors will be different. So I can know the voltage drop between each resistor as well by simply, let us just take our time. So we are having this current to be 2 ampere, and 2 ampere is flowing through R1. So the voltage drop V across V1 across R1 will be I R1, since the same current is flowing 2 ampere. So we'll be having 2 ampere times 2 ohms, which will be giving us 4 volts. 2 times 2 is 4. And the V2, the voltage across R2 will be equals to I R2, and in this case it will be what? It will be simply what? 2 ampere times 3 ohms, which will be having 6 volts, right? And if you take now the voltage drop across the third resistor, V3 will be equals to I R3, which will simply be equals to 2 ampere multiplied by 1 ohm, which we are having 2 volts. Okay, now please let me highlight these values. 4 plus 6 plus 2. Please, what is 4 plus 6 plus 2? 6 plus 4 is 10, plus 2 is 12 volts. That is the voltage of the battery. So each time you have resistors in series, I repeat, each time you have resistors in series, then the sum of the voltage drop across all the resistors is equal to the source EMF, or the source voltage. So we have sum it here. We are having 4 volts drop across this resistor, 6 volts across this, and 2 volts across this. If you sum all, you get the 12, and that is all about resistors in series. So I think you have a clear understanding of resistors in series and how to have the formula. So in our future video, we will talk on resistors in parallel. By the way, thanks for watching, and feel free to subscribe to our channel. And if you want more videos, you can see on the notification bell so that you'll be notified each time we release a video and you'll be first to watch. So this was presented to you by Mohamadu Idirisu. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.